I've just ran my first half marathon and I'm going to tell you the 5 things I learned as a brand new runner. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Jay. This is Not Fast, Not Last. And those of you who've been following the channel know I have just run my first ever half marathon. Boy, was it a learning curve and an experience, and I've picked up some things along the way, both in the pre and during the half marathon, that I can now discuss post that will hopefully help you if you're going into your first, maybe second or third, or just fancy listening to me waffling on for a little bit. But without further ado, let's get straight into number 1. Now, it seems like a super obvious one, guys, but you have got to respect the distance. Now, don't get me wrong, I trained hard and long for this half marathon and I hit all my goals. Couldn't be happier, but my God, the thing I learned on race day was how much you need to respect that distance. Now, some idiot logic for a second here. When I did couch the 5K, I finished my first 5K, and then in my head was like, my God, a 10K is double that. And then eventually with training, I got to a 10K, and then I was like, my God, a half marathon is double that. And I tell you what, a half marathon is not double a 10K. It feels like 6 times the effort. It doesn't scale in comparison. It was an all new ball game. Now, yes, I did get very close to the mileage in training, even did a 20K run, but it is not the same thing. And boy, did it humble me fast. It is equal parts mind and body. So make sure you are preparing yourself both mentally as well as all the physical work we're putting in, because it is a different beast and it is endurance, not speed. And my God, if you come out too fast or unprepared, you're gonna know about it. Tip number 2 is that pacing is key. Just to be clear, guys, coming out too fast will not work. Banking time will not work. Getting excited, which is something I'm very guilty of, will not work. Luckily, guys, I ran my half marathon with Matt, the regular runner, links here. And he kept me honest and paced me. Now, I managed to hit all of my goals, trained super hard, and managed to get my first marathon in under sub 2, which was an incredible achievement for me. And I will categorically say on camera that I wouldn't have done it without Matt, because I am guilty of coming out too fast for everything I do, getting excited by the crowds and running off and really getting absorbed into the atmosphere, and probably every other mistake we can make as runners. But Matt was there. He has got experience in the half marathon distance and he kept me honest and kept me on pace. Guys, you're going to do much better if you find the pace you want, lock in, train with it and hold it on race day, than if you come out like an absolute lunatic trying to bank time or get ahead, crash with 10K left, end up walking, end up struggling, have a terrible, terrible time. So pace is key, guys. Don't be like me. Number 3 is kind of linked, and that is find yourself a buddy. Now, just to be clear, I love running alone. Running for me was a thing that really helped with my mental health and headspace. That was the primary goal with me for running before I fell in love with it. Got addicted to trying to beat race times and talking nonsense to you guys on YouTube. But find yourself a buddy for a multitude of reasons, especially as you go into race day. First of all, running with someone else is just more fun. That's facts. You've got someone you can talk to and have a laugh with. And ultimately, these people are not only going to keep you honest and help you stay on track with your goals, like I just mentioned in the last point, but also they're going to really distract you and give you that thing to take away from the absolute pain cave and mental hell that you might be in if you are one of those people who are racing for a time, or they might just be there to keep you motivated and keep you going. Now, when you get into these longer distances, everyone's going to hit the wall, but the chances of you and a buddy who you're running with hitting it at the same time are probably fairly slim, so you can be there for them when they're struggling, motivate them, push them on. They can do the same for you, and you're going to help each other out and have a lot more fun, because it's way cooler doing something with a pal. Next tip, guys, is a mega important one, and that is fueling. Our human bodies are capable of incredible things, and we can all go out the door once we've trained and got to that level and bash out a 5K and a 10K. But when you hit the half marathon distance, you need to make sure you are fueling correctly. You've got to be topping up those fuel stores, or you're going to learn the hard way what hitting the wall feels like. I'll be really honest, guys, I've always said with this channel, I'm here to make a load of mistakes that hopefully you can learn from. I'm by no means an expert, and in this video, I'm just sharing what I learned and my thoughts and feelings. But I'll be really honest with you, I absolutely underfueled in my first half marathon, and I think the absolute world of pain I was in between 15 and 20K was because of exactly that. And I can guarantee you now, it's not a mistake I'll be making again, no hurry. There is tons of advice online, but they're saying try and get 20 to 30 grams of carbs in every 5K or 30 minutes, depending on what your times and goals are or what suits you best. I only took 3 gels on the entirety of race day. And as I said, at the back end of the race, I really felt it and things nearly fell apart. And last point on this, do not wait until race day. Now, I only took 3 gels because I was really struggling getting my gut used to it. I was training in advance, but I've really struggled. And do remember, guys, these training blocks we do for these half marathons and marathons, they're not just for training the body, they're for training the mind, they're also for training the gut. So when you're on those long runs, take some gels, get them in. You want to be able to not only take them, but take them at whatever pace that you plan on running on race day. So get practicing with the gels. There are also other options. I use Tailwind, which is like a carb mix drink. That for me was an absolute game changer. So have a look at what's out there and let me know in the comments below either what you use or if you need some advice, and I can share everything I tried as I trained for my first half marathon. Right guys, the last tip is a fairly obvious one, but do remember guys that your result isn't achieved on the day, it's achieved in the months and months of preparation leading up to the half marathon. And just to be clear guys, preparation is key. Half marathon is a beast, and let's just break it down to describe it as exactly what it is. You're going to be putting over an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe more of just intense work on your body. And I don't think the human body is quite designed for that and that sort of length of time and intensity. So you've got to be prepared guys. And if you're aiming for that sub 2 half marathon like I was, or whatever your goal is, yes, there is an element of what happens on race day controls that, but the biggest contributor to that, guys, is the lead up. So get those boots laced up, get out the door, get the training in, because constantly stacking those miles week on week, heading into the half marathon is where you're going to achieve your goal, not by just giving it everything on race day. That will be a factor, but you're going to achieve your targets by the hard work you put in the weeks and months leading up to the half marathon. And I can certainly attest for that. I trained for like 20 weeks, coming fresh off couch to 5K, and I worked hard constantly and managed to achieve the result. And hopefully you guys can too. And hopefully some of these tips have helped as well. Long story short, the result came as a product of all the hard work that was put in. Now, we've all seen these videos about, oh, I ran a half marathon without any training. And don't get me wrong, they're all pretty cool to watch, but they're fairly on trend right now for the algorithm. They're probably lying, and these people also clearly are athletic people who hold such a base level of fitness that it's a bit misleading. So do get your training in, guys. It's gonna make the whole experience easier. It's gonna help you achieve your goals. And long story short, the more work you put in, the more chance of getting round on race day with a smile on your face you've got. And we do this to have fun at the end of the day. And there you have it, guys. There are some of the things that I learned during my first half marathon that will hopefully help you if you're getting ready for yours. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Appreciate you all giving love to the channel. We're still fairly new here, but what I'd love to know is what sort of content you want to see. Do let me know below. If you guys want to check out my training vlog series leading up to the half marathon, including the race day video, which has had a phenomenal response and I'm super proud of, I'll link the playlist on screen. But like, subscribe, all the YouTube jazz. More importantly, get those trainers on, get out for a run, and I'll see you in the next video.